Governments and aid groups are predicting widespread famine across the Sahel in West and Central Africa this year. Relief efforts are underway, but conflicts across the region could put millions of people beyond reach. David Axe reports.
Last year, agricultural officials worldwide reached a frightening consensus. In 2012, erratic rain patterns and crop declines might affect as many as 11 nations, stretching from Senegal in West Africa to Eritrea in East Africa's Sahel region. Officials predicted that up to 12 million people could be at risk of starvation. Early data is confirming the fears. Oxfam reports that grain production in the Sahel is down by half compared to the 5-year average. Food prices are up by more than 2/3 in some countries. The first deaths have been reported in Chad.
Before and above all, this year's harvest was bad. This year we haven't got enough millet.
In one sense, the famine prediction is good news. Better forecasting methods are allowing aid groups and governments to anticipate the coming food crisis and implement relief measures. But armed conflicts in several Sahel countries could disrupt these measures. The Sahel is no stranger to famine. Poor rain and harvests caused food shortages in 2005, 2008, and 2010 that affected no fewer than 10 million people. This time, officials are determined to prevent widespread starvation by increasing food distribution, safeguarding herds against disease, and boosting refugee assistance. In 2011, Oxfam launched a $37 million fundraising drive aiming to provide food, veterinary assistance, cash, and other aid to 1 million people in the famine zone. CARE International and the governments of Niger and Burkina Faso also started similar initiatives.
I will not rest without doing something with Oxfam, and I ask you to do the same for Africa and the Sahel.
But political turmoil in Mali and unrest in Niger could disrupt relief efforts. The violence prevents aid distribution, increases the refugee population, and cuts supply routes. The recent coup in Mali and the country's ongoing fight against Tuareg rebels in the north is particularly disruptive and could directly affect neighboring Niger, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso as roads are blocked and refugees pour across the border. Officials have reason to be optimistic. Fundraising efforts have brought in more money than expected, and the West African Economic Bloc has put peacekeeping troops on alert for a potential intervention in Mali. And looking ahead, governments and aid groups are already trying to prevent the next food crisis by encouraging better farming methods and improving wells and irrigation. David Axe, reporting for VOA News.